Hey, what's going on, everybody? FullFrontage here today, bringing y'all a Clash Mini video, and in today's video, we're going to be going over the balance changes that are going to be coming out over the next couple days. I think the team is aiming for a January 6th release. Unfortunately, a lot of the team had been hit with COVID, so they weren't able to work and push balance changes through, so going to be a slight delay, so hopefully it'll come at some point. And let's leave a get well Clash Mini team down in the comment section below, and wishing everybody on the team a speedy recovery. All right, so Countess, let's go. Countess is going to have a base HP reduced to 10 from 11. The base energy is going to be reduced to 6 from 7, which means she'll be able to get her super off quicker. And the prevent target from healing cannot be immune by unstoppable, so the unstoppable ability will no longer allow the unit to prevent healing. The healing will always be able to go through and hit the target. Next up, we have the Monk. The Monk is going to have its base HP reduced to 12 from 13, and its Peacemaker is now not going to be an instant knockout. It's going to deal 80 damage. So the instant knockout is no longer in play, which means the Barbarian King shield and the Royal Champion invulnerability. Those two invulnerabilities will no longer be allowed to get KO'd by the Monk. The invulnerability will overpower the 80 damage that the Peacemaker will do. So big change right there. Huge fan of that change. Hopefully that'll make the Monk less oppressive. Next up is going to be the Barbarian King. There's going to be a bug fix where sometimes the Barbarian King can't trigger its third ability, which is the invincibility. Which is fine. Its base energy is going to be increased to 10 from 9, which means it's going to take longer to get its super off. Then its base attack speed is going to be decreased to 0.75 from 0.8. And then the first skill, Iron Fist duration, is going to be reduced to 3 from 4, but the affected area is going to be increased. This means that the Barbarian King area of effect, his Iron Fist, is now going to affect more allies on the map. It's not going to be all allies, but it's going to have an increased area. Its level ups, the duration is going to be plus 1 second instead of 0.15 seconds, and then its level 3 is going to affect all allies. Next up for the heroes is the Royal Champion. The Royal Champion is going to have the base HP reduced to 11 from 12, so a little bit of an HP nerf for the Royal Champion. That's pretty much it for her. Next up, we have the Minis. The Ice Wizard's new third ability is going to be a Clash ability. It'll freeze himself and nearby allies, becoming unable to move and attack, but they will be immune to damage. This will end after 3 seconds or after being attacked once. So basically, you're just invincible. That's the word I'm looking for. You're basically invincible for the first attack if you're getting the Clash ability from the Ice Wizard. The Archer is going to have its first upgrade nerfed a little bit. It's going to be hit one additional target with reduced 1.15 attack speed from 0.2. The second upgrade, Boast, is going to give a +1 attack for 4 seconds instead of 6 seconds. And then there's going to be a new third upgrade, which is going to gain 40% attack speed for 4 seconds when receiving an attack buff. So it will no longer just be always receiving that. It'll only be when the Archer is receiving an attack buff. Next up, we have the Spear Goblin. The Spear Toss is going to have a Clash, which is going to throw a huge spear forward, dealing 6 from 5 damage on hit. So now the Spear Goblin's Clash is now going to deal 6 damage immediately instead of the 5 that it was before. Then we have the Lumberjack. The Lumberjack is going to have its cost decreased to 2 from 3. So the Lumberjack will now be a 2 elixir mini. It's going to have its base HP reduced to 8 from 13. It's going to have its base attack speed reduced to 0.65 from 0.8. The Rage Potion for KO. It's going to be Toss a Potion that increases allies' attack speed and movement speed by 40% for 3 seconds, which is decreased from 4 seconds. Its first upgrade is going to last 3 seconds instead of 4 seconds, and then its third upgrade is going to have an attack speed decrease to 200% from 250%. So Lumberjack is now going to be a 2-cost mini, which is honestly really interesting, and I do like the change quite a bit. So this is going to shake up the meta, and I'm kind of excited to see how it does. Actually, no, I'm not going to ready yet. Then we have the Swordsman. Swordsman's cost is going to be increased to 3, so Lumberjack and Swordsman are going to be switching places in terms of their elixir count. The Swordsman is going to have its base HP increased to 11. Its base attack speed is going to be increased to 0.75 from 0.65. And its attack speed per upgrade is going to be increased to 0.15 from 0.1. Energy is going to be increased to 6 from 4. Its super strikes 5 times instead of 3 at random allies, dealing 2 damage each strike. And then a third upgrade is going to gain a shield of 5 from 4 for 4 seconds instead of 3 seconds from whenever the super is casted. So Swordsman and Lumberjack getting 2 big reworks right here, which is honestly really exciting to see because Lumberjack kind of fell out of the meta, and Swordsman really jumped into the meta. And honestly, these are really good changes, I think. So I'm excited to see what kind of synergies we'll see now that Lumberjack is a 2 elixir mini. That's actually really exciting. Then we have the Mini Pekka. Mini Pekka attack speed buff is going to be removed when receiving the Gizmo Pancake buff. Thank you. Mini Pekka should not have had any sort of increase in anything just from a particular gizmo. I understand the lure with Mini Pekka liking pancakes and things like that, but honestly, it doesn't fit in a competitive setting. It was honestly just kind of a waste, so I'm really happy that that is being removed. Then we have the Valkyrie. Valkyrie is going to have a base HP increase to 12 from 11. Bowler is going to have a base HP decrease to 11 from 12. Its base attack speed is going to be increased to 0.4 from 0.35, and its attack speed per upgrade is going to be decreased to 0.1 from 0.15. So basically, overall, it's getting a, let me math real quick, like a 0.1 decrease to its overall attack speed when it's at max level, which is honestly fine. I think that's for the better. And then the first upgrade is going to be a strike for +2 damage from +4 damage. Honestly, I still think they should change the frequency of his strike ability when he can kind of like throw another strike. I think that should be increased to 3 attacks for sure, now that he has a lower attack speed. So we'll see what happens. I'm sure it's going to be monitored closely from the team, and hopefully that change eventually comes through. But for now, the Bowler's getting a nerf, which is very nice. Giant Skeleton, its boom is going to drop a bomb that deals 3 damage instead of 2 damage and stuns enemies briefly. And then its first upgrade is going to be +5 damage instead of +4 damage. So its first upgrade is now going to deal 8 damage overall, which is honestly really nice. I definitely like that a lot. Then we're going to have the Musketeer. The Musketeer's second upgrade is going to be 2 for 1. So instead of Musketeer getting instead of the 2 for 1 being the third upgrade on the Musketeer, it's now going to be the second upgrade on the Musketeer. Its new third upgrade is going to be called Quick Shot. It's going to gain 4 energy over 2 seconds. So basically, it just allows the Musketeer to kind of get its super off quicker, which is pretty nice. Healing Ranger is going to have a new third upgrade, Inspire. The Healing Spear will grant allies unstoppable for 3 seconds from 4 seconds. So Healing Ranger will no longer give a speed increase with her third ability. It's now going to actually be an unstoppable for 3 seconds, which is good. I feel like Healing Ranger will now fit in some different decks. So I do really like that aspect of it. But I feel like granting unstoppable is going to eventually be too strong, but we'll figure it out as time goes on. Next up, we have the Mega Knight. The Mega Knight third upgrade is being hit generates 2 energy. Dealing damage now generates 1 energy. So before it was when it gets hit, it gains 2 energy, but when it hit, it actually gained 0 energy. But now that's going to change. So no, it doesn't subtract Mega Knight's energy when it gets a hit in. Instead, it'll now just gain extra energy when it gets hit, which is honestly really nice. Then next up, we have the Royal Ghost. The Royal Ghost is going to have its Clash ability buffed. It's going to grant invisible to nearby allies for 3.5 seconds from 3 seconds. I'm still convinced the Royal Ghost needs a nerf. Let me know if I'm wrong down in the comment section below, because I feel like Royal Ghost just keeps getting these like small changes that actually make it better. I know Royal Ghost isn't used a ton, but honestly, when it is, like, when it's in certain decks, it is just so freaking strong. I don't know. I just feel like Rogos needs to have its... The nerf it needs is to have its attack speed increase reduced when it levels up. I think that's going to be the biggest thing for it, so... Let me know if I'm wrong down in the comment section below, or what you think about Roghost and what you think about this buff specifically with the Roghost as well. Then we have the Battle Healer. The Battle Healer is going to have a Healing Wave Super Heal nearby allies for 4 HP instead of 3 HP, so a little bit of a buff to the Battle Heal. And then the second upgrade is going to have Shining Plate. Allies receiving Healing Wave will gain block for 3 seconds. So it'll no longer be a clash ability. It's just every time the Battle Healer gets her heal off, she's actually going to get a little bit of an increase, which is pretty nice if you ask me. Yeah, let's just go Rocket. So Battle Healer getting a pretty decent buff. The Prince is going to get a little bit of a buff as well. Its third upgrade, the Pony HP, is going to have its HP increased to 10 from 8. So a little bit of a stronger buff onto the Pony in terms of its HP, which is going to be nice. The Gizmos, the Hot Pot has a bug on its timer, so that's just going to be fixed. I honestly wasn't even too sure about what that was, but it's a bug. It's being fixed. So there we go. And then we have the... Let's do that. All right, sorry, I'm going to distract. Actually, no, let's just do that. And then we have the Wartoot. Wartoot's base HP is going to be reduced to 18 from 26, but it will affect a bigger area. So Wartoot will now be easier to kill, but it's going to affect a much bigger area, which is really cool. And then just a couple other bugs. Fixed a bug where Gizmos could be placed on a special tile, and then reduce Toy Box and Fun Box limit. Reduce their fun limit to... their daily limit to 1. Oh, that miner killed us in the backside. GG. But yeah, so those are all the changes that are going to be coming. Like I said, they'll probably be on January 6th, but that's not a 100% confirmed date. That's just kind of their aim date right now. But that's going to do it for this one. I hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know what you think of these changes down in the comment section below. And make sure you leave a like, subscribe for more content. And don't forget to turn that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos. And also check out these videos over here. I'm going to try to be uploading a lot more frequently. I've just kind of taken a break, spending time with family, and just kind of taking a mental reset. So, but we're back. We're going to be grinding out the game. I'm almost at 3,000 trophies. So maybe we'll do a couple deck videos where I push to 3,000. But that's going to do it for this one, and I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you later. Peace out.